What is up, everyone? Welcome to my brand new channel. My name is Ambrosia Mann. Here are some things that I've learned in the process of not just vlogging and documenting some of the things that I've learned and grown with in time, but I also want to pass on some information to you, and I want to share with you some of the journeys I've done. So in this video, I'm going to keep it short and concise. I'm going to show you just me taking a jaunt over to a Fury, which is a ramen place here in Portland. There are 3 locations. I'm not getting paid by them. And really, for the extent of this video, it's just to kind of show you what I would do differently if I were to do it. So tip number 1, starting out with a brand new YouTube video, I would definitely focus on just like one specific subject. My downside is I had everything under my name, and I also kind of like walked you through everything that I did. It could have been like a hairstyling video. It could have been a vlog where I take you to build content. It could be me eating dinner. It could be like me traveling. So there was just too much stuff. So it's like hard to focus on that. Tip number 2, I would say for sure, I don't take you on a story. Like in the past, I didn't like actually talk about my experience and the things that I did and did not like. It was more like, hey, we're going here, and then I would just show you the video. Well, that's not very inspiring, and if you don't know me personally, then why the hell would you actually care? Okay, so tip number 3, don't be such a perfectionist. Like for me, I wanted to always have like my hair and makeup on point, and I would make sure that everything looked a very specific way. Like, quite honestly, I think it's just about doing something that is authentically yours. And the word authenticity has been way overused, but let's admit this. If you focus too much on how everything looks and how you talk and how you act and all of these things, then is that really authentic? Like, my bed's not made behind me. I'm not wearing a bra. Really just passing on knowledge. Like, that's something that I find valuable, and I want to make sure that I'm connecting with people who are similar to me that also want to pass on value as well. Tip number 4, do not do this for anyone else but yourself. And what I mean by that is I'm documenting these videos personally because I want to look back on them in the future when I'm old and I can't actually climb up hills. There's such a finite time in our lives. And that's the reason why I'm saying, like, who cares if you're 40? Start your journey now and don't have an end goal in mind. Well, an end goal is okay to have, but make sure that the end goal is something that fuels you, because if you do it for clout, or if you do it for notoriety, if you do it for like paid, like you hope to get paid for it in the future. I will say for my Instagram channel, which I will link below, I will say hands down, my favorite things that I've ever done have been the ones that have not been paid. I've worked with several brands before. Yes, I have to create things for them. Yes, I get paid. It's nice to get paid. But I will say this much, when you're under a certain condition and you have to do things the way that they want it, then it will always be you're doing it for someone else, right? So it's like you're not really doing it for yourself at that point. Tip number 5, whatever genre it is you decide to focus on. And in this case, this is Mann Wanders. So Mann is my new last name. Yes, thank you, thank you. I got married, and yes, it happened later on in life, and I will share more about that with you in the future. But this is to document a series of the adventures that I go on with my husband, and sometimes even with myself, sometimes with my kids. You don't have to wait forever to travel. You don't have to plan for a really long period of time before you go traveling. You don't have to actually plan or like book tickets in advance, like to go on tours and stuff like that. Sometimes my favorite experiences have been when they haven't been super planned out, but you do have to have some kind of knowledge with it before you go ahead of time. And I do have a formula whenever I do travel, so that way I'm still staying within my budget, but then it doesn't feel like I'm hardcore budgeting myself either. Another reason why I'm showing all this to you and I'm documenting all this is because obviously when you're traveling when you're in your 20s, it's going to be very different than when you're traveling in your 40s. Like your level of comfort, the places that you want to see and stay. Maybe you're not as interested in being like the quote unquote tourist when you're younger, or maybe you are. So it has to also do with age, personality, place in your life, and your personal preferences, right? And then my very last tip that I will give to you is have fun. Like have fun, have fun, have fun. If you're not having fun, why are you doing it? If then that's probably just a job, right? And you're getting paid, and maybe you're doing it so that you can live and do the things that you do want to do. But just don't overthink things and have fun. And that is the last thing that I will say. So I'm showing you like this short little vlog that I did a while back, and this is near and dear to me because it has my daughter in it, Nora, and I'm also taking my girlfriend, Stevie, who's visiting from New York. We're in my hometown city, Portland, Oregon, which is where we live right now. And, you know, we're just taking like a night out, and we're meeting up with a friend, Anthony of ours, and we are just enjoying our meal. We have a little bit of witty banter that we give back and forth, and that's it. It just wraps up our night so perfectly. So guys, we are on our way to pick up Stevie right now, and she's for our friend from New York, and we're gonna be heading to a sushi restaurant in Northeast Portland. We're meeting up with Anthony. Here she comes. There she is. She's getting into the car, folks. What will she do next?
That is an egg salad. It's an egg with the chicken. Japanese don't waste food.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The egg?
Well, the chicken clearly. Wait, no. The chig. The chig. Like a floating noodle. I'm so full. All right, guys, another successful night. Thank you. Mwah. Yay, Stevie. Hey, that was a nice little dinner, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
Yeah, it was a fun adventure.
Thank you for
me so happy.
Me. That was a pun because we had miso. Nora just goes.
That was a total mom joke right there.
Yeah.
And some really bad sake. Once again, I do not like sake. I'm the worst Asian ever. I ate miso though.
You did.
You proud of me?
Yeah.
I'm glad you can come to Portland so that we could have some really amazing ramen. All right, well, Stevie, bon voyage.
I'm pretty entertaining to watch though, so.
You are entertaining, that's for sure.
You can just keep.
That's why I keep you as a friend. All right, bye. You're gonna come up front with me?
I don't think you need to go for 7 feet tall. I'm just throwing that out.
She doesn't need to be 7 feet tall. No. That's okay.
I think it's okay.
That'll be really difficult. Oh. And your luck, you'll wind up with a 4-foot man.
That's awkward. No. Are you gonna get in the front? No. Okay.
What? I am not an Uber driver. How's that going for you? That's one way to do it. Yep. I'll just let you figure this out. Very nice. You ready to go now? Yeah. Okie dokie then. All right, guys, we're heading home now. Signing off, over and out. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. So I will say, like, if I were to do this video differently, I would definitely talk about the things that I actually ate. I would talk about what I enjoyed and what I didn't enjoy. I would also probably, I wouldn't show you just one place. I would show you several different places, and I would document them very differently. I spent way too much time focusing on one restaurant when I should have shown you a little bit more. And obviously, like, I'm in the car in the dark and you can't see very well, and so that automatically is gonna make someone just wanna hop off if they don't know you and they don't really care. All right, that's it from me from this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you liked this video and if you found some value out of it. I definitely will be sharing more tips along the way once I learn the right algorithm for me and what fits best within this. But again, it's gonna be mostly travel, a little bit of tips and things that I've learned along the way. So thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you guys next week.